Alright guys, so thank you so much for coming in this short period. I think it's been 15 days since we had the last weekly webinar. Actually, I was out, I'm not in Mumbai right now. So I think for this week we can conduct it, and we'll be analyzing all the script which we have. And again, I'm using only one screen, so I'll try to read the chat box. I have put it in front of me. So if you have any question, you can type in the get along. So as you already has said that what you think about Nifty. So let's see what we think of Nifty. So last week what we have discussed, I think मुझे याद नहीं आ रहा है ठीक से, but I think somewhere here we had a weekly webinar, and I think the pattern was completed here for the downside, and we also knew that if this leg wants to go down, this is not gonna go in a straight line, that's for sure. I think that I have already told you last time. So this is what has happened, right? So this is nothing, this was expected. So if you know how to trade it, you can trade it. So the next question comes to our mind now: what is it doing and how we can take advantage of, right? Remember, as a trader, it's not your job to actually forecast accurately like it's up or down. It's actually, if it goes up, can you make money? If it goes down, can you also make money, right? So your job is to always be at the right side of the market. So based on the current scenario, let's see what do we have right now. So we have first wave up, this is the second, and either this was the completion here or they are making next one now. So if they are making the next one now, what the heck is this thing? All right, so that's the question number one. And if this was completed somewhere here, if you look at here, this is not a structure for the downside as of now. I'm not looking at this is structure as a completion for the downside, which means even if the pattern is complete somewhere here, this has to be more corrective in nature, more complex in nature. This is just a one piece up, right? Which doesn't mean anything. So even if the pattern is completed over there, or it does not complete it over there, this is still going up. It doesn't matter. You see what I'm trying to say? This has to correct, or this has to break out of the structure. In both cases, you can see the direction. Got it? That's what I'm trying to explain. So that's my direction. Now how this pattern is going to be completed, if you pay attention closely on this pattern, once it do this, it has a potential to tag this again, right? So that is what, if that is what going to happen, we are going to take advantage of that in a lower time frame. Now you can see I have already tagged it. So this is how I'm expecting this market to behave this week. I'm taking this as a first. This is your second information. You'll make 3 in this week. Once that is made, we'll declare it somewhere here, whether it's a corrective structure for the upside, or this itself is a complete impulse, new impulse for the tagging that new high. So if that is the impulse for the upside, that's definitely going to tag it. But let's look at it in a detailed scenario. So this week, if you are trading intraday, this is what I can expect. So this is what I'm expecting, and this is how I will be trying to trade it. So I would be trading this leg if it appears near this top. Based on this condition, it's actually, this is going to be short, so it's going to be maybe like that. So you can see the length is actually not good, but don't miss this one if market appears somewhere there, because the momentum is coming for the upside. So that would be for intraday. If you ask on a 30 minutes, you can expect this leg also tag this again, and this will all happen like that, right? For downside trade, I don't have a setup, I don't have an analysis right now. right? So even if you break this trend, it doesn't mean anything. It will go back up again. It's like this. You see, you broke this trend. See what you did next? Went back in this structure. So right, so that's what can happen with this structure also. This kind of a structure, they can make, they can break the trend line, they can go back in the structure again after breaking the trend line. So breaking the trend line, I'm not gonna sell blindly. So that would be the leg I would be expecting in Nifty for this week. Any question on Nifty as of now, the way it stands and the way I explained to you? Actually, I'm waiting for confirmation, or else I'll move to the bank Nifty. Cool then. Alright, so that was the Nifty from my side. Hope you guys would take advantage of it. Now this is bank Nifty. Now it's actually interesting one.